Yes, guys, yes, people, welcome back to another live stream. Welcome back to another video for you guys today. Obviously, it is match day, Chelsea versus Southampton in the, I think, fifth round of the Carabao Cup, whatever fucking round it is. I don't really care too much, but playing today. So we're obviously going to be probably talking about that a little bit towards the end of the stream, but you guys probably already know what we're thinking based off the last stream. But as you guys can tell from the title, we're going to be talking about contracts and contract disputes. And is Rudiger going to be staying? Is Christensen going to be staying? Who's going to be staying? Who's going to be leaving? We're going to delve into all of it in this stream. So check it out. Let us know your thoughts down in the comment section below. Let us know your thoughts on who you'd want to see, who you'd preferably want to see stay. If you want to see both stay, if you think both are going to stay, let us know down in the comment section below. And don't forget to smash the like and subscribe button while you guys are on your way into the stream as well. Big up everyone that's locked in. And yeah, let's go into it. Jesters, as always, big up yourself. How's the last 24 hours been for you, bro?
Just work. Went from live stream to work, and we got feedback. Oh, there it went.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, live stream to work and getting ready for game day and just laughing at United. It's just good times.
Yeah, like Ollie's actually stayed in the job in spite of the most embarrassing result in United's last 25 years. This guy, man, more lives than a fucking black cat, but long may it continue. I'm all here for it. Josh, what are you telling me, bro? You all good?
Yeah, man, doing well. Just working, ready for the game today. Yeah, I mean, outside of that, just excited for the game. I try not to concern myself with contracts and transfers in October. I know it's exciting for people to talk about, but of the news that came out the other day, it doesn't move me either way. And there's probably a lot of reasons why one would or wouldn't sign either one of those guys. So I'm interested to get everybody's opinions, but. Yeah, I've made my bed with Rudiger a long time ago. I knew I've never seen him staying since this summer. So it is what it is.
Interesting. We'll delve into your thoughts on that in a little sec.
Yeah.
Scott, what are you telling me, bro? You all good?
Yeah, I'm good, bro. It's been interesting to see sort of the highs of the weekend where we're battering Norwich 7-0, we're top of the table. So then, you know, what 2-3 days later, and it's a bit of a mess because, like, our contract situation, it's not just even Christensen and Rudiger, our contract situation with our whole defence is a fucking mess. And yeah, it's just a bit confusing, a bit annoying more than anything, just because, you know, this is something you probably should prepare for as just a club. Like, we mock Arsenal all the time for it, and now we're doing it as well.
Yeah, we're here, innit? But we'll have to wait and see again. Like, we're all going to speculate on this chat, but we'll have to wait and see on who actually stays and goes. Andrew, what are you telling me, my guy? Big up yourself. Hope you're all good.
Big up to everyone on the panel, chat, Lewis. Big up to Jester, his new grandchild as well. So congratulations on that, pal. Yeah, I think we're the only club who can celebrate a 7-0 victory on Saturday and still be in some bit of turmoil 3 days later with it. I'm just absolutely... I think since 2019, I don't like some of the way this club is run. And before 2019, they would have never have let a situation like this happen with so many players. It's just because everyone's going about Scott covered. Everyone's going about Christensen and Rudiger. Aspie's out of contract. Thiago Silva hasn't been assigned.
And then
Chalobah
next year, I was going to say next year. Yeah,
Chalobah's got 18 months left. And it's like, if these two defenders go, I honestly mean this, we have to buy 3 top-class defenders.
Why we don't have 3 top-class defenders?
And we don't, no, but we have to buy them. We have to buy 3 top-class defenders. And you're looking at...
No, man, we got Mbuyamba and we got Malang Sarr.
Colwell.
We got Levi Colwell. Come on, man.
You could be looking to spend the way defenders' prices are, 200 over 200 million on central defenders.
It's not.
And
It's not
that's
just central
insane.
defenders, though. If you think about it, we've actually got to sign 4 because the thing with Aspi is because he's able to play
it covers both.
centre back and right wing back. He's our backup right wing back.
300 million. You look at
Yeah,
300 million for defence.
4 defenders or 5 defenders because of our own competence.
Here's the thing, though. When it comes to Azpilicueta, I think he's the one I worry about the least. I think he is just going to re-sign. I think it's just, we don't even need to debate it because we know his loyalty.
But until it's done, though, Lewis, until it's done, you have to consider
I know,
he's not going.
because it's still all racking up. Like, we've got a lot of extensions that we need to do, and we haven't done a single one yet.
But Lewis, the thing is, we'd have probably said the same about Christensen. In fact, wasn't it at one point basically done until the news
the difference to me, though, is Christensen's just younger. And I was, to be honest, surprised that he was accepting lower wages like that when Rudiger is asking for 200k a week, and I think Christensen's been at his level, if not better, this season.
Yeah,
over the whole year.
Every one of those situations is a bit different. So you can't take all those players and put them in one box and say they're all the same, right? From what I understand, Christensen is going to get done. It's just a matter of them negotiating and coming to a happy medium between what the club is offered and what they want.
No, but we've heard for 2-3 months that the deal is basically done.
Yeah. Well,
and then now it's come out of nowhere.
The same people who have said that now say that the deals are in the mud. So when are you going to believe them?
It's different people though. Who was it? It was Matt Law and Fabrizio Romano that were the ones saying that the deal was done, and then Nizar Kinsella and Ornstein have come out and said these lot haven't spoken for 2 months.
So who do you believe?
Well, to be honest, I believe Nizar more, because why have we gone for 2 to 3 months with saying the deal's basically done and then nothing's happened? As far as we knew, for the last 3 months, everything was basically agreed.
Okay, there's semantics again, because maybe there's a deal that was on the table and they were and they were talking with Christensen, and they probably said, well, let's wait a little bit. If you have a banger at the start of the year, we can get more money. So maybe the club thought it was done because there was a deal on the table that they were looking at. And so now they had to go back and renegotiate it.
But apparently the club was always very keen on Christensen anyway, based on his potential.
Right.
Ever since they've signed him, even when he was having poor runs like in 1920, they still believed in his potential. So now he's finally realizing it. Wouldn't you want to keep him for big bucks, knowing that this guy is basically
They gave him a $60,000 raise. They gave him a $60,000 raise in the contract, 150 grand from 90.
Yeah, no, and I hit 150. It wasn't 150, was it?
Yeah.
150 is all right, to be honest, if that's what the number is.
Okay, and he's probably looking at Rudiger and go, Rudiger.
To be honest, he should be taking that.
Yeah, so Rudiger wants 200, like you said. He's saying, well, I'm playing as good as Rudiger. So the happy medium will probably end up being, it could be still stay 150 with, performance incentives in there. Could be an extra year on it. They're going to negotiate it up. I'm not worried about Christensen. The only one that's going to leave out of that group is Rudiger. He's not staying.
Yeah, Rudiger's the one that looks the least likely, especially with the money that he's being offered by PSG and Bayern Munich and Real Madrid.
Yeah, he's not staying. This is his last contract.
I think too, when you look at a guy like Rudiger, it's like, do you want to? There's kind of a thing here in American football where it's like, when you sign a player, is it better to get rid of them a year too early than a year too late?
Yeah.
So if you give a guy, if you give a guy a ton of money now, and then in the next year or two, his level drops off severely, are you now in the mud for having a guy making?
But Josh, this is not the usual way Chelsea handle things. They get rid of a player way before. This is a point. They haven't got a choice.
It's not even that.
They haven't got a choice. They either give the contract and the amount of money and see if he declines, or they lose him for nothing. That's what I mean. That's why this is such poor management.
And even if it was the point, even if he drops off, you could still get 20 million for Rudiger if you wanted to sell him easily. Now we're going to lose him for nothing. We're going to lose him for nothing, and then we have to replace him. So that's more money we have to spend without getting anything in.
Right. Well, and another part of me is before Tuchel came in, a couple of these guys weren't playing very well, and they weren't. They were on the bench too. So if I'm the club and I'm like, well, 9 months ago, we probably wouldn't renew these guys because they weren't playing very well, and now they're playing well under Tuchel, and they want to hold our feet to the fire because now they're playing well. It's like the player is in a power position because of their form. But the club is also looking at like, well, if we change this formation, when we were playing four at the back, these guys were not performing that great. And maybe Tuchel is talking to the club saying, hey, listen, I want to change the formation to four at the back, but I think we need this profile player for me to do that. If those guys don't fit the profile that the manager wants, then,
the only player that I don't think really suits us in the back four would probably be Aspi right now.
Right.
I think he can.
Well,
depending on who he plays with, I think he can.
Like
right back.
Right back, he hasn't got the legs for that position. He's
right.
Yeah,
Back. I've said this with time. He can play centre back depending on who he's next to.
I don't know.
Like
He's a little bit short.
Rudiger and Christensen,
And white men can't jump.
Cannavaro won a Ballon d'Or, and he's like 5'10".
Like a salmon. That's where he can jump like a
I was
salmon.
going to say, like Cannavaro won the Ballon d'Or, and he was 5'10", same height as Aspi. Like I've seen Beckenbauer do bits, and he was like 5'11". Well, I haven't seen him, but I know he was a great defender, and he's 5'11".
Well, why didn't they play him? And why didn't they not ever play him in a back four? Then there's a reason behind that. He was using emergency using. Right. Why didn't they play him at center back? Because we were having problems with our center backs. Why didn't we play him there?
I'm going to be real. Aerially, it was a weakness for Azpilicueta. Like, I can even go back to 16 and 17. And I remember we lost 2-0 at Tottenham at White Hart Lane. I think it's the last time we played at the old White Hart Lane. And they literally beat us by 2 looped crosses into Dele Alli.
But that was a 3.
Deal with him for both of them.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, like aerially, that's always been his weakness, but that wasn't the sort of defender he was. He was a 1v1 defender. When it comes to 1v1s, he was the best in the world at that. But aerially, not really.
He can't play CB. He has to either play right back or left back.
Yeah. So
well, then too, it's like if you look at Rudiger and Christensen. Listen, I love both those players. If they resign, it'd be great. But like, if you look at both of them for the club, they've been so much better in a back three, and now even for their countries, they both play in back threes. Like, if there's a reason we haven't switched to a back four either. I mean, there are probably some reasons there as well, maybe in the midfield, like we've talked about as well. But like, if Tuchel really would prefer a back four, and he doesn't think that our center backs have a profile of guys who can do that consistently, I can't blame them for looking for guys in that profile. Like if you look at Koundé plays in a back four, De Ligt plays in a back four. Like these are guys who play in a system that the manager prefers.
That's fine.
I mean,
that's fine. That's fine. But for them two players, you're looking at
it's going to cost. It's definitely going to cost.
to 150 million for the pair, and wages probably 500 over 500 grand for both. Not for both together. Because remember the reports. Of course, we don't know if they're true. Remember the reports of Koundé. We were prepared to pay up to 200 grand a week for him, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying. I'm saying. I think they have to. I think you're right. I think Rudiger's gone. So this is all down to re-signing Christensen, in my opinion. This is all down to re-signing Christensen. Get in there, getting a core in there. So him as part of that core. But I just honestly.
And the thing is, for me,
mismanagement to allow this number of players to go down is a disgrace. Absolutely.
I was going to say, and
I don't know what's since 2019. Some of the management in this club has been a disgrace. Absolute disgrace.
And the thing is as well, regardless
Scott,
of
just before you go, Reggie Fort saying cokeheads in the chat talking about Mbuyamba, Gay, Koundé, etc. to replace a top class centre back in his prime. Like, is that simple? Dusted fan base. Never doubt the Cobham sexuals, man. Never ever doubt it. There's always going to be some replacement. Also says, here we go with this back four myth. The same back four conceded 15 goals more under a different manager. It's not a fact that they will stink in a back four now. I agree with you as well on that. I think people are judging players based on their form 2-3 years ago in a back four as opposed to now. They've all grown and they've all got so much better in their reading and their understanding of the game. It's completely
different. It wasn't that long ago though, guys. I mean, how long has Tuchel been in the job?
what you're remembering the time under Lampard's back four. Look at Sarri's back four.
See, that's the thing. The Sarri's team, the third highest clean sheets in the league. Lampard, I completely understand. The defense looked absolutely ridiculous, but that was Lampard as a manager and the system that we were playing. It got the worst out of all of our defenders.
Yeah, like I hated the football under Sarri, but one thing I can't fault him or the team for was defensively we were really good. Apart from the odd lapse in concentration, defensively we were solid. And the thing is, on the point you said, Josh, about maybe they don't fit the system, regardless of whether they fit the system or not, if you're going to a back four, on a pure basis of even if they don't fit the team, we can sell them. You should sign them to a new contract. Because say, for example, we'd assign Rudiger to a new contract and he doesn't fit when we go to a back four, we can still sell him and get money. Now, we can't. Now we're stuck in a situation where we can't get money, regardless of, like, even a Chalobah, even if he's not in your plans going forward, you sign him to a deal, so then a team has to pay 15, 20 mil to take him off you. So you're getting money for a player that you're not going to use. Like
I don't disagree. I don't disagree with that.
You know what? I wonder if these guys who write these articles are now sitting back in their homes and watching us run around like freaking idiots going, oh, no, we're losing these players. Oh. You think they're sitting there with a big smile going, I caused that.
Yeah.
But that's why I put out a tweet yesterday. I'm not believing anything that comes out of any of their mouths because it was all these things are getting done and now they're not and everybody's in an uproar. I'm just going to wait for the club to put it out. If you think the club's going in the right direction under Tuchel, the club will sort it out unless they get together with Tuchel and go, hey, look, we're going to have a replacement. We're bringing a replacement in for Rudiger. We're not going to re-sign him. We'll give you Christensen, and we'll bring somebody new in. That could be having the conversation they're having, and he's going to go, oh, okay. You know who you're going to bring in? Well, it'd be one of Koundé or De Ligt. Oh, all right, we're good with that. So we're sitting here losing our minds over something that might not even happen.
Yeah, but
because regardless, we're going to lose one of the best centre backs in Europe.
But devil's advocate. You say, "Oh, we're in for Koundé and De Ligt." What if we don't get Koundé and De Ligt?
Rudiger, right?
Well, what if the world ends tomorrow and there's no more football and we don't have to even have these conversations? I'm not doing what ifs.
Unless
no, we're going to be dead.
Yeah, exactly. Unless the deal's actually lined up, then fine. But I'm just saying that. Listen, we don't know how old this news is. Like you said, Chelsea are very secretive when they do their contracts and everything like that. And we know how long it takes them to do a transfer. Look at the Lukaku transfer, talking about a week after we first done that. I'm just saying, for them to allow it to get this far, where they've got less than a year, is something that they've not done under the Abramovich era before, and it's just it shouldn't have taken. But I know Eden Hazard got down to 1 year, but that was we sold him for 150 million. But it's just one of those things. It's just one of those things, very poor planning.
We're talking about three players, really, because Chalobah's got 18 months, and we didn't know how he'd perform this year. So why are you going to give him a new contract until you see how he's actually performed on this level? You're not going to do that. So that's going to get done. They got time for that. Thiago is 37, going to be 38. So you want to see how he does this year before saying, hey, and he's not looking to go to anywhere else unless it's back home to Brazil to play. So that's okay. Ask me again. He's not you don't see about 30 teams lined up to sign Aspen.
He'll sign another contract.
That's not worried. So you're talking really when you're coming down to Rudiger and Christensen, just like we were this summer. Christensen signing, Rudiger's probably gonna go. That's just how it's going to be.
I resign myself. I think Rudiger's gone. I think Rudiger's gone. It's all about signing Christensen. I'm just saying, whatever we need to do in the summer, I'd rather not spend a hefty bunch on defenders.
Mm-hmm. But we were always bringing one in. We were always bringing one defender.
I don't have to spend it on two. I don't have to spend it on three. Do you know what I mean? It's like,
I get that.
I'd rather
right now it's only looking at one.
On the midfield and the attack. You know what I mean? Let's try and make that better.
Well, yeah, but again, you don't want to say Chalobah's going to be the replacement off limited number of games because
not the Rudiger replacement. He's the Zuma replacement, which is fine because Zuma was at the bottom of the pecking order. Chalobah, respectfully, is still at the bottom of the pecking order.
Yeah,
but we've upgraded regardless on that.
Is that news on the bottom real?
Yeah, is that real?
Or
Yeah.
Afcon.
Yeah. I was gonna lead into that as well
Yeah.
afterwards.
I knew it. I just knew it.
Mendy.
You know what? Yeah, I felt like there's no way Liverpool were going to go January without what's it called,
Yeah.
Salah and Mane. I just knew it was too good to be true.
Are they
But it's not
canceling
a
or
done.
moving
It's
it?
not a
AFCON
done
is
thing
at
yet.
risk for 2022.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
only at risk is not confirmed. There's been legal fights between the bodies responsible for making the tournament happen. The main problem is that the president. I need to figure out what Fekafoot is. But he's in his role illegally. Postponement or cancellation
shit.
are a big possibility. So that
There's-
means that's a positive and a negative.
Yeah.
Positive,
Yeah.
Edouard Mendy stays for the season. Negative,
Yeah.
Salah and Mane stay for the season.
I
And
just
that's
knew it was
good.
too good to be true. Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, Eunice just put out a tweet on that if you want to read it. I'll
one
send it to you. I'll send
Yeah,
it to you.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
so-
guys, do you feel like just because the way we're like, this contract situation is dragging, do you feel like players would be reluctant to come to Chelsea in the future?
No.
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 You don't feel like, and like we don't offer like big wages. You don't feel like they'll be reluctant.
No, we do.
We do, though.
We just have our own value of players.
Oh yeah,
Like
I mean we
transfers.
do, but like
No,
in terms
no,
compared to like United, PSG.
Well,
Real
those
Madrid.
clubs are
Good Lord.
those clubs are in interesting financial situations when they do that. Because if you just look at United's wage list, your jaw would probably drop on who makes the most for those teams.
The thing is we offer big wages to imports, like to the people coming in. Like it's our own players that we don't offer big wages to, and since Callum, like it's
Well,
once they're here, that'll be what it is. It's once they're here and they want a new contract, that's when we'll fuck them around with their wages. When they want to sign, we'll give them whatever wages they want.
So you're saying Callum ruined it for everybody?
Oh yeah, that's,
He did. He did, because that whole situation. I understand at the time why the deal was signed, but in hindsight, it's fucked us.
Yeah, do you feel like because yeah, guys, do you feel like just because like
Oh,
Callum's been on
thank
the
you for
bench,
that.
yeah, and like because he's being paid so much, Christensen and other players are looking at like, oh, this guy's not playing, yeah, and he's earning a lot more than we are.
Yes.
Do you not feel like the club is
Yes.
pushed to play Callum a lot more?
I don't know.
No.
No, we see Callum play more if that was the case.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
not
like-
playing more. The only reason he's playing is because there's nobody else to play. I mean, you know, if they could get somebody out of retirement, he still wouldn't be playing.
Oh, my days.
I don't know that. I don't know that.
He's got on those points as well. I can't be
My
honest.
God.
And I don't know that the players themselves think like that, but their agents certainly do. Right. So, you know, while Christensen and Rudiger might not be like in the back going like, this guy Callum's making this much money, their agents certainly are. So it's like it definitely tied the club's hands on negotiating with some of these guys.
Yeah, it was a bad deal. We should have let him go. The Bayern thing was all made up. It was never true. And you know, we got bamboozled. And so we're sitting with a $150K a week guy who slices oranges most of the time. So I don't.
Wow.
And so now look, you say what you want, but it's part of our negotiations. Now they're gonna go, well, Callum's on 150. Callum's on 150.
You will.
If Callum's on 150, Christensen and Christensen should be on 200K. Rudiger should be on at least 200K. So that's, you know, there's only one place to blame. It's because we gave somebody who didn't deserve the money.
Yeah, it's not
That's why
Troy's fault.
Tammy's not
It's
here
whoever
either, by
decides
the
to give
way.
them money.
So if everybody's saying, well, we
Troy's
shouldn't have
fault.
sold Tammy, well, that's again the same situation.
Yeah.
It's all Hudson.
It's not
Odoi.
Troy's
we
fault.
should have sold Tammy.
It's whoever
And
decides.
Well,
by
I
the
don't
way,
say- I don't-
Cam, I like you, but respectfully, go fuck yourself. I'm not even thinking about Christensen wearing your kit. I can't be asked for that. Rather jump off my flat. I can't be asked. Fuck that.
He'd probably go out of country if he left anyway.
Yeah, actually, no. To be honest, like the Denmark kit looks a lot like the Arsenal kit, anyways. It's a bit unsettling, but we move. But yeah, it's all Cho's fault. So
No,
No,
It is
yeah.
what it is.
It is.
No, they're going to clip you.
Mostly.
They're going to clip you.
Lewis, don't join this
Mostly.
foolishness.
Some of it
Look,
does
I'm
belong
not. I'm
as
not.
well.
Look, it's the player, but it's really his representatives.
Yeah.
So you can blame his family who represented
No,
them.
no. It's us for deciding to accept it.
Nah, it's
And-
not even
and-
his family, bro, because they're getting the
Because-
best for him.
because
It's us.
Gabriel can't give you that.
Again,
I would say
you want to place blame? We took the bait, hook, line, and sinker.
Yes,
They- no,
There was
wanted him.
no bid from
No, there
Bayern
was.
at
They
that
wanted
amount.
him. Like they wanted him. Multiple members of their board and their manager at the time said they wanted him.
That's fine, but
Yeah,
they didn't
they're-
bid that much money for him. Are you crazy? Bayern don't run that way. I mean, as somebody
There
who
was a lot of
watches
sources saying
Bundesliga,
it, but I do agree. Like, if you use common sense, I'm thinking 80 million for an 18-year-old that we
yeah,
barely
he was
play.
never going to offer that much money.
who was almost out of contract too, so it wasn't like he like we weren't in a great deal of power for negotiating for a huge fee, even if they did want to sell him it.
Yo, to be
Yeah,
fair,
I can't like 80 million. Like, that's like you're saying he's the next Messi or some shit.
yeah, I'm
Yeah,
not
we
saying
would've-
it's true. Yeah, I'm not saying it's true, but to be fair, at that time, was it Ribery was leaving, Robin was also leaving, and they didn't have Sané, so they were quite desperate for a winger.
That's fine, but you're not paying 80 million for an 18-year-old.
How much did they pay-
Not
how
a
much did they
German
pay
club.
Sané?
Not going to happen. So, again, we took the bait. What it is, what it is. It's in the
Wait.
past, but we have to deal with the consequences now.
Was this before his injury? I forgot.
Who?
Yeah,
Palace?
it
No, it was
yeah,
after.
with the deal. I thought the deal happened right before.
So Bayern don't get players that they don't see potential in. So that says something about Chelsea. I had to put that in there.
Well, again, in Germany, who's to say he wouldn't have? I mean, Jamal Musiala, who's like 17 years old, balls out in Germany in the
Well, you know,
Bundesliga. So,
There's no
It's
doubt in
Bayern,
my mind.
though.
If he'd have gone
Bayern.
to Bayern, he'd have developed like immense. Like he'd have developed so much. But it's not. I will say it's like 80% Cho. It also comes down to like paying people like Malang Sarr 100k, Drinkwater 100k, like someone else was on 100. Baba Rahman on 100k, like someone else on 120. I think I want to say like Bakayoko's on like 120. It comes to paying. these
Baba
people.
Rahman is still on our books.
Yeah, I know. He needs to fuck off.
Drinkwater, Baba Rahman. Are we still paying for Bakayoko?
Yeah, we are.
Yep. Well, he's on loan, so they're paying
see.
at least a
I
percentage
don't know
of
what the
that.
split is. Yeah, I don't know what the split is, but I imagine we'll be paying some of it.
Yeah. So again, we can go back and retread all these deals, but the thing is, of the matter is, AC staying, Rudiger's leaving. We're going to bring another center back in. It's either going to be De Ligt or Koundé, and we'll be set up for the future. And if we go to a back four, we have to bring in a holding DM or two because we don't have one on the team, and that's what you have to have
We
going
have
into a
one.
back four.
Rice.
I don't want Rice.
No, it won't be
Like,
Rice.
No, no.
They're talking
Oh.
about raising his valuation.
yeah, I said,
Above
did
one
you see what
month.
Moyes said?
1 month without me hearing that fucking name. I can't be bothered.
It's
Did
not
you
going to
get
be. I can tell you right now, it won't be because they're talking
Did
about.
anyone hear what Moyes said after the
Yeah,
game last week?
It was a discount.
He said they had a chance. They had a bargain price of 100 million in the summer, and that bargain is now gone. So it's like, okay, you're just chatting shit now. Like there's,
They're
just
going to stick
find
120
Tchouaméni.
million pounds. They're going to stick 120 million pounds on his head.
Cool.
Just
I can't wait-
walk away from that.
I
He's
can't
not
wait
worth
till-
it.
I can't wait till he leaves on a free.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there you
he
go.
will for sure leave on a free, 100%.
I actually can't wait. It's gonna be funny as fuck.
Yeah, I can't wait till hopefully Manchester United sign him, and then it's not us that are getting shanked.
No, I don't want United to sign him. I want United are one team I don't want to sign him because I feel he'll actually do well, especially if he's under a good manager. Go to I don't know, Leicester or something. Just don't go
Leicester.
United. Go City or something. I don't know.
I don't see him.
I don't like those mid-table teams getting stronger.
Why?
Yeah, but they're
They-
mid-table teams. We're European champions. I don't give a shit about them.
I want Crystal Palace to get stronger, knock off some of these. They have to play Liverpool, Man City, as well.
Yeah, Crystal
like when
Palace
we-
and Newcastle go up. Arsenal, Spurs go down. It's beautiful. I'm happy for that.
Yeah,
Crystal
plus they have to
Palace
play
and
our
West Ham
rivals
become our
too.
big London
Yeah.
derbies.
I like when
You
we
were
loan
assuming that
players
Spurs
out,
were up
though.
in the first place, Lewis.
I mean, they did scrape their way into the Super League. I mean, that's got to count for something, I guess.
Yeah, but now Newcastle's going to replace it, so it's fine.
But it looks so.
Oh yeah, thank God.
It looks like Barkley has got some suitors in Leeds
Oh, man.
and Burnley.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Yeah, please
100K
go-
off
please
the
go
wage
to
bill,
Leeds
and
to
we
the
can add
overrated
another
Bielsa.
50 to Christensen and
Sorry,
Rudiger
did
and
you
be
say
happy.
Burnley? Sorry.
Did he go to Burnley on loan already?
No,
No,
that was Aston
Drinkwater.
Villa.
Villa.
Aston Villa, same colour kit, Josh. So you get bonus.
Yeah,
points
that
for
was
So
Drinkwater
same
went to
colour scheme.
Burnley.
Oh, okay, drinks. Yeah, so I know we
Yeah.
sent somebody to Burnley.
Yeah, bro. Sorry, Burnley.
Those were the
Yeah.
two names.
Right, okay then.
I mean, Burnley could use some sort of a offensive style minded player. I guess they play tend to play so defensively anyway. It's like they wouldn't. If the price is right,
They've signed one like silky player, and
Cornet.
all of a sudden he's like their best player.
Yeah,
Yeah,
go on next
Maxwell
summer, don't
Cornet.
worry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've signed one player that knows like how to ball, and he's immediately like their best or second best player.
But I can see Leeds because they're struggling.
No, but the thing is,
Oh.
like, Bielsa ain't going to take his shit. Bielsa is not going to take his shit. One argument and he's gone.
Yeah, I don't think Bielsa will be in the job much longer if they don't turn this thing around. They're sitting relegation.
I'm not going to lie, they're stupid to sell him because they're not getting anything better at the minute.
They're relegation right now.
Well, you can only play that way for so long in a professional setting, and you burn your players out.
I think the only time Bielsa
especially if you're
leaves is
not
when he
winning.
wants to leave.
Yeah.
The only way Bielsa leaves for me is when he wants to leave because they're not
Yeah,
getting anything
yeah.
better. Like who else are they going to go and get as a manager that
Paulo
is gonna
Fonseca.
improve? Bro,
his defense
Fonseca's
is
not
rubbish,
better
man.
to manager
His
than
defense is
Bielsa.
rubbish. He can't build a
Hold
defending team.
on. What has Bielsa ever done? Excuse?
That's true. No, I'm with you. I'm just Fonseca's.
Pep mentioned him one time.
I don't
Oh,
even
okay.
think of Fonseca's a side. Fonseca is maybe a sidestep. It's not like even progression.
Bro, what's Fonseca done?
Exactly. I don't know.
He's been linked with every club under the. That's why I said his name, because everybody's been linked with him. Spurs have been linked with him. Arsenal's been linked with him. Even United, to some extent, has been linked with him. So obviously, there's something there.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what happens with Rafinha because I imagine he'll get tired of playing that style of football and not winning.
It wears
himself.
you out. It wears your
Yeah.
body out.
Their style of football is all right. It's just the winning thing.
Yeah, well, it's like they do play, I guess, an energetic style of football, but when you're doing that week in and week out and you're losing, it's like I could see how that would wear on you. You're like, I'm busting my ass every week and we continue to lose. It would wear on some players, I'm sure.
It's good when it's good, but it's bad when it's bad.
I actually feel like Bielsa, what's it called, Man City would be decent.
No.
Yeah,
he wouldn't.
Bielsa would work wonders with Man City.
No, he wouldn't. He's overrated, guys. Seriously, you rate him like he's one
He's
of the
not
best.
overrated.
He's overrated, Scott. Why do none of the big clubs ever go for him? Then why do they never go for him?
Did I?
None of the big clubs ever go for Bielsa. Okay, none of them do. Absolutely none of them.
Are you talking in the Premier League or in general?
In general, none of them have gone for him. None of them pointed him. Don't say he was linked to this. He never got the job. Okay, they never went for him.
Ooh, did you see it?
He'd be a great NFL offensive coach. That's what he'd be. But that's what
Aston Villa just signed a Polish right back.
I'm talking about Matty Cash.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's finally got that thing confirmed now.
They gave him an extension. Again, he's one of those players that could probably have just ridden that out and signed for a better team in a couple. But because they want that short,
it's a joke. He just got his Polish passport. So he's
okay,
playing for Poland.
I thought you got an extension or something.
No, he just got his Polish passport. So
That's good. That's good for Poland,
Yeah, he's decent. He's a decent right back. So, but with the depth that England have a right back, he was never getting in the team. Even though I think he's better than Aaron Wan-Bissaka.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, definitely. He's just a tackle merchant.
Yeah.
Like a couple of the England right back, like Trippier and Walker. I'm not sold on Trippier and Walker being
he is
great players, but
they're coming to the end of their time anyway. They got one more World Cup and they're out.
Right now we denigrate a right back by saying he's a tackle merchant.
Bro, he is, bro. I used to think he was nice, but then I watched him play. Oh my god,
he doesn't work. it's like Wan-Bissaka doesn't work in a team that wants to play possession. He has to be in a counter-attacking system.
Oh man.
So, that's another thing. If Conte goes to United, who's playing wing back?
Dalot and Tellez.
Yeah, tell us. Definitely.
Did he have Deload at Inter Milan?
No, that was AC.
Sancho.
That was AC with that.
That's AC
I
Milan.
low key think we're still recovering from Conte though, and the mess he made.
Yeah. Oh, he's gonna, dude. It's gonna be. United fans are cheering now. Wait till he gets in there, and the
Wait till
board
he benches
pisses him
Greenwood and
off.
Bruno. Wait till he benches Greenwood and Bruno. You're gonna blow
Yep.
No,
your minds.
Greenwood. Bruno's a good thing. He won't bench Greenwood, I don't think.
He will.
Yeah, he will.
Bruno, trust me, he will.
Greenwood's
The one-
gonna
Because he
ride.
don't play defense.
To be fair,
And he
the one
don't-
thing he will
He
do
likes
with
players being efficient.
the one thing he will do with Greenwood is actually coach him. Like
If he doesn't
actually
play
coach him to
defense.
play football.
If you don't play defense, Conte won't play you.
I mean, you
Ronaldo
say that, but
won't
he played
play.
Hazard plenty.
Yeah, you can have one. Hazard did something. He was special. Greenwood ain't that. When
Hazard
you have
didn't play
Ronaldo out there,
defense. Hazard didn't play defense.
That's what they're saying
that's
right
what
now.
just
Well,
what
we
you said.
allow
If you
him
have
to
Ronaldo not
pass.
playing defense, you can't have all of your offensive players not play defense. So you got Ronaldo, he won't play defense. So you can't have Greenwood not playing defense and Rashford not playing defense.
Yeah,
Conte will lose
Ronaldo-
his shit.
Ronaldo off the
Rashford.
ball in that Liverpool game was shocking to watch, man. He is literally just standing in a space and just standing around. Even when they went down a man, he wasn't doing anything defensively.
Cavani was playing defense.
Yeah,
I mean,
Conte will love
that's
Cavani.
what he and Messi does, though. They don't play defense. That's what they do.
Oh, I've seen Messi play defense. Watch him play for Argentina. He plays defense for Argentina.
He ain't got that in him to do
There's
it.
a quiet in the room.
PSG, but we
Yeah, because I've never seen that happen.
Nobody watches Argentina. But
I
that's all
don't
right.
watch Argentina. I can't lie.
I watched him in the Copa America. I didn't see him play defense.
Yeah, he did.
He did not play defense.
The only
He just
time I've seen
strolled
him play
around in the middle of
defense
the
is
field
when
and
we
the ball.
played them away at Camp Nou because he really don't like us and wanted to beat us. So once I saw that Messi was playing defense, I knew it was a long night.
I know you're lying because
the
we
one
were
with
never
Courtois
that far
spread
off
his
the
legs?
pitch.
What?
I said
that
I
the
know
one with-
you're lying because Chelsea wasn't ever far enough off the pitch. Like we never get out of our own box.
Yeah,
No.
No, I'm not. I'm talking about that 3-0.
The one where he nutmeg Courtois.
Where yeah.
Our attack was shit.
So I'm
though.
not lying, boy. I know what I'm talking
There's
about.
something
Didn't we
when
play-
Willian was our best forward at that time.
Yeah, wasn't Alonso playing left wing?
Yeah, but still, even in that game, it's not like we
Well,
went far enough off the pitch.
No, we
were-
actually didn't play that bad, and we actually tried to attack that game. I just
Huh?
think Courtois just.
Oh,
His
bro, we
leg
were
was-
horrendous that day.
I know.
Oh, you thought we were horrendous? I thought Conte and them was doing work and stuff like that.
No,
I don't know.
N'Golo had an amazing individual performance. Like, when I say we were poor, I take him out of it. He was brilliant. Him and Willian. Other than
Yeah,
that,
Willian-
everyone else was poor.
Willian
Willian was in the
that-
best form of his career at that point.
That's
You
probably
know,
what
he was
Barcelona
bad.
wanted
That
to buy
Courtois,
Willian.
like he kind of gave them.
In
Those
3
goals.
minutes.
But you know how bad a
Fucking,
performance
I
it
was there for that game as well. I was fucking fuming.
Lewis, you know
And
how
then
bad
just
a
got beat up by the
performance-
police after the game.
Do you know how bad a performance it was if you're praising Kante for his attacking against Barcelona? Do
but
you know what I
he
mean?
can actually do
Or
it,
if you're
man.
saying Willian
I'm
was
tired
one
of
of our
y'all
better
sleeping
players.
on Conte.
Yeah. It was going, wow, Kante was so progressive with the ball. against-
Yo, look at our Real Madrid performance at Stamford Bridge. Tell me who was in the midst of both those goals.
The what?
Wait, say that again. Say
Oh.
that again.
Conte's
N'Golo.
against
Oh, yeah,
Real
yeah.
Madrid at Stamford Bridge.
Yeah, but
You can do it.
That both sides of the ball we were better than them, both legs. So it's like, that's great. But
Yeah, Madrid just got humbled in that
But yeah, you don't
Chelsea.
want us to be praising Conte's. Yeah, I know.
That's
what
right.
you're
Yeah,
saying.
I got the agenda
Yeah.
against Kante. You found me out. Tag now. I've been exposed.
No, like I've questioned Kante's final
I
ball,
hope my
but,
face is
but
showing.
even in that Real Madrid game, it was flawless. Like there was nothing wrong with his performance. He was
Yeah,
best player on
exactly,
the
yeah.
pitch by a fucking mile that night.
What I'm
For me,
saying
the
is-
biggest frustration with Kante, he cannot pass the long ball across the field,
yeah,
like
you can't-
switch a
yeah,
play.
yeah.
That Mount assist.
Can't
though.
switch
Now,
it,
to me, it's
can't
just he
switch
keeps
it.
his head down a bit too much when he's dribbling. So he doesn't really see the runs that other players
They all
make.
do.
That's why it's a little bit
They
too
all
late.
do.
Yeah, I say they all do that. Mount does
I
that
think
all
that's
the
a
time.
myth too.
That's why we.
Yeah.
That's why we don't see Lukaku's
That's-
runs, because our midfield plays with their heads down half the time.
Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah,
I can
that's
name a
more
couple
on
people with their
Kovacic
head
and Kante.
No.
Yeah, but even
Kovacic is
Ruben
good.
had his
Kovacic
head
is
down
good.
like against Brentford. He was great getting the ball.
No.
Then he was
I'm
like-
saying like before Kovacic is doing that
That is
really
true.
well,
But when his head is
really
down,
well this season. Kovacic is doing. I think Kovacic is shockingly, surprisingly good this season.
Yeah.
Well, in a few games, he
he
hasn't
took
been
that
consistent.
8 personal, bro.
I stayed by my point. Shockingly, surprisingly good for me.
Well, it was a
Ted-
few games ago. He was terrible.
Yeah, I agree.
He just said shockingly good.
He's definitely been much better passing the ball this year, but he had a couple of games spell there where he sort of slipped back into old habits.
He's
Yeah.
ass against Brentford. He's ass
Yeah.
against Brentford going forward with the ball.
Yep. So let's.
He started the
if-
season great, and he had a great last game. In between those were some, not poor performances, but definitely old habit performances.
common denominator is he got space in in games he was good. The games he wasn't good, he didn't get any space.
That's not true.
Nah, but
That's not
we
true.
always
lie.
have-
I
we
think
always
he's
have to
At
good
the
remember
at
Villa,
to take
he didn't get
advantage.
much space. He made space.
Yeah.
Where
So I have
exactly
space,
he
so I
doesn't
can
need
take
space.
advantage
He's
of
the
it.
player that does not need
Okay.
space.
Yeah, he's actually that player that doesn't need
Okay.
space.
Does not
That's why
need
he's in the
space.
team.
Okay.
And
Ted says, are
against
you
the
surprised Ollie's still not sacked?
No.
Nope.
No.
Kind of.
I am surprised.
I
I
am.
am
Alex
surprised.
Ferguson is backing him. He's not going to go until he loses that guy.
I can't lie.
he's the
Ollie
backup.
has the strongest support structure I've ever seen for a manager.
For
The
an
amount
for
of
a
people
below
that are
average
bending their
manager.
backs over to try and protect this guy is ridiculous.
Sir Alex Ferguson is done. He left after 70 minutes the other night against in a Liverpool
And he's
game.
still
But he's-
backing him.
No, he's still backing him. He's
Ferguson didn't. Like,
What?
there's
How
no
do you know
reason to
he's
back
backing him?
because the reports are coming out saying that he's the one backing him on the board and he's backing him in training and everything else. That's what I had to go on. So,
I never heard that. I didn't.
oh
see
yeah,
that.
The thing
I
is,
thought
like,
it was more too because they cannot find the coach to replace him.
they already got Conte.
No.
They supposedly.
No, they didn't. Conte apparently is
not done.
asking him. I think the board does not want to Conte for reasons of because the progress, like what's the plan, and they don't know what's the
Yeah.
plan.
Well, see,
The thing
he
like,
doesn't
he's-
like to go during mid-season either.
They're clueless.
These guys didn't
Yeah.
sack him when he lost to RB Leipzig and Istanbul, Başakşehir, when they were basically
boy.
all they needed to do was get 4 points, I think, to qualify for the Champions League, and they didn't get that, and they didn't sack him there. None of this surprises me. I don't know
They
why
didn't
they
sack
spent
him
so
in
much
the
money.
final.
They lost it. Yeah, they lost the final in the Europa
Yeah.
League to Villarreal, and they didn't sack him then. This doesn't surprise me.
Well, I tell you
It
what.
won't- It
They
won't
think
surprise me if
second
he's there at
place.
the end of the year.
They think second place is progress, but it's just the same as second place that Jose got. Based
Yeah.
on
It's
points.
worse.
So yeah.
Jose got more points.
Yeah, and he had the worst
Jose
squad.
won him a trophy and they sacked him.
And he had a worse. He
Yeah.
won two. And he had a worse.
He won
squad.
two trophies.
81 points.
Yeah, and they had a worse squad. They had a worse squad.
The only
And then
reason I didn't
Man U
win the
fans
league
love to
was
talk
fucking-
crap about him, but he actually was raising his standards. But
Oh, the main man's back after this super chat, Lewis. The main
Switz
man.
Daniel. Oh yeah, big up Kevin Fraser. Switz Daniel says what made everyone support the mighty Blues. I already said favorite color. Out of this and Fulham, it was my favorite color. Big up Thomas the Tank Engine. Big up Thunderbird 1. They're the reasons why I support Chelsea.
Yeah, if you want to know my answer, go watch the Worldwide Chelsea podcast from 2 weeks ago, I think it is. I gave my answer on there. That's
Yeah,
all I'm
I'll,
gonna say.
I'll drop the link.
What a
on
tease!
the-
What a tease!
Are we
and a
going
plug.
in
I am a
like,
tease,
oh.
yeah.
And a
Oh
plug.
yeah, yeah.
Alright, so ever
You're gonna be
since,
disappointed when you hear it, but
ever since in living memory, my bro was a Man U fan. He said we can't support the same team. Always saw Chelsea beat Man U, so I said, "Fuck you! I'm supporting Chelsea." And I saw
Friends
for me, it was-
for me, his friends invited me to a game, and I watched Chelsea in '98, and that's it.
Yeah,
At Stamford
mine was-
Bridge.
98, mad.
Yeah, mine was 95. I had Spurs with my family. They tried to make me a Spurs fan, but Chelsea played Spurs and smashed them. And it was sort of a rebel thing. Plus, they were my local team anyway. So
yes, rebel. The rebel
John,
mind.
what
I
about
did,
you?
man.
What was yours?
Yeah, for me, like I was a bit of a late bloomer to football over here. So I want to say it was the 2006 World Cup. I think it was the 2006 World Cup.
That's when America's made it good.
I watched with my best friend over here, and I really got into the game. I mean, there are some fantastic players in that World Cup playing, but he sort of got me into club football, and I started to watch. He's a big Chelsea fan, so I started to watch Chelsea pretty religiously with him, and then got really into it. And then to like in the early 2010s, I was watching every game. So yeah, for me, it was just sort of not being exposed to it as a younger person, and then as I got a little older and started watching some more of the sport, I got really addicted to it. It was such an entertaining sport to watch. I think I like too that there were no stops in a lot of American sports. There's lots of stops. It can get a little bit boring. So for me, it was like the constant action going back and forth, and then once you sort of learn the rules and learn, different movements that guys are playing, I just got hooked into it and been
Josh
watching
isn't
it
wrong
ever
about the
since.
stops. I watched a Lakers game the other night. There was 11 seconds left, and it took 6.5 minutes to finish the game.
Yeah, commercials. They had those last commercials. in.
Here's funny story. Here's funny story. When I landed in the United States in 2002, my in-laws brought me to let's go and show 'em what's the most American thing. Let's go. Let's invite him to a baseball game. That was a week into me being in the United States. This is that was a torture. That was literally torture to watch baseball after you've been growing up to watch hockey. That the fastest games, hockey, football, and to make you watch baseball is like torture, like physical torture. And we're
That's crazy. Those are probably my two. Those were probably my two least favorite sports as a kid: hockey and soccer. And now they're probably my two favorite sports. So we have the Lightning here in Tampa where I live, and they won Stanley Cup back-to-back seasons.
I know you have Russians over there. That's why.
Yeah, lots of. We have the best Russians. Yeah.
Well, one is the best at Washington, but he's at the end of his career. You got the
was the best.
He's still the best.
I lived in Dallas.
Kucherov is that guy now.
I was in Dallas when the Stars
Where
won.
was Kucherov 2 seasons ago?
Why are we talking about hockey? I haven't watched hockey since the Dallas Stars won.
I've not watched it since Mighty Ducks 3.
Mighty Ducks. Oi.
Big up Kevin
That movie
Fraser,
was badass.
champions of Europe. We know what we are. Big up yourself, bro. Oh yeah, let me know when the show arrives as well. What other questions have we got on here? Why is this guy trying to pack me, bro? I told you that's when I got into football. I was like 8 or 9 years old when I finally got into school.
What you mean you didn't come out of the womb and said I support Chelsea?
I was 2 years old.
My dad's a neutral. My dad watches football just for the fun of it, but he doesn't really support a club. So I haven't really been brought into supporting any team.
Here's how we did in Russia. When the summer we play football outside. When it becomes winter, lakes are getting frozen. We put the ice skates and go play hockey. That's a livelihood. Seasoned games, like we play games when it's warm. We play games when it's cold.
I believe that.
C1 says you taking Pogba at Chelsea. I would immediately take Pogba.
Absolutely.
No way in hell I will take Pogba.
Yo, playing that
No. No.
I would take.
Oh yeah, he only plays when he wants to play. If he doesn't feel like playing,
Bro, Tuchel
I think that's more Manchester United that make him look.
I was going to say on his day, this guy's the best midfielder in the world.
Yeah.
Like
based on his finishing from outside the box, he's the best YouTube moment player in the world.
Have you seen his passes, bro?
In terms of talent, he's the best midfielder in the world. When he's on form, he's the best midfielder.
And it's hard to get when he like I know he be slacking on, but when he's like on his form, it's hard to get the ball off him. His passes are because he has vision. He could shoot. He kind of has it all, and his defense is underrated too. The thing about him, he's under a foolish manager.
He's the
Like-
sort of player that Thomas
like he
Tuchel
has-
would take
yeah.
and turn into the best midfielder
Yeah.
in the world.
No part. Yeah, I'm a massive. I really love Paul Pogba. I really love his game. I've always wanted him at Chelsea because I feel like when players come to Chelsea, they buy into what Chelsea do or they go. So like for me, having him at Chelsea in our system with the way we play around our players who have such a winning mentality, you'd see the best out of him. I don't think it's ever going to happen, unfortunately. But
No, it's not. Go and look at how he did that season when Ollie was caretaker manager, when they were playing a 4-3-3, and he was actually allowed to play how he wants to play. Like, he was best midfielder in the league.
That's the
Main
thing.
reasons why Oli
He
got
expresses
his
his talent through he expresses himself through his football. So once you like diminish that, it's over. Tuchel will get the best out of him, man.
This guy
I
was
would
doing
love
like for as shit
It's
as
never
United
going to
were last
happen,
year.
so we can move on.
Oh, no. And the question was like, were we taking him? Last year, this guy was playing
I
left
could
wing,
dream.
left mid, and he was still doing bits.
Yeah. It's the main
Yeah.
reason one of the main reasons Ollie got his job in the first place.
yeah, I don't like it'd be
Gone.
No, you're fine. Go ahead. Move on.
Oh, yeah.
Move on.
Switz Daniel says, what are we saying, lads? Front three, Kai, Cho, Mount, and slash Ziyech.
I think it'll be Ziyech. I think Mal will get a rest. I think it'll
Yeah,
Mal will
for
get a
today.
rest.
For today, Ziyech, Cho, and Kai is what I would assume.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because Mount can play all three of those positions, so he'll be the one coming off the bench to take over for
I actually
whoever
think
looks
it's going to be a
tired or
really strong
sucks.
team. I think it's going to be a really strong team again.
I don't think so because of the quick turnaround from the Norwich game.
I think that's still a strong. That's still a strong team. Kai, Cho, and Ziyech. Yeah.
The team will look strong, but it'll be a rotated squad.
Yeah, it'll be rotated.
Yeah.
That's
I don't
just
think
on
Conte
them.
is going to start, though.
Yo, apparently Rudiger's gonna start.
Okay.
Really? Again?
Yeah, well, me and Alex keep saying you play him every game, no matter what.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Andrew wants to run him into the ground before he leaves.
Yeah.
Why? He doesn't sign a contract. Use him as a player.
Yeah, I don't disagree. I just don't want the team to suffer if he starts to get.
We'll be okay. We got the generational talent, Sar.
That's the generational talent, bro. Can't be asked. Right. Kevin Fraser says, "What's everyone's favourite Chelsea goal?" Mine was Hazard against Liverpool, the banger. For me personally, I have to go for that absolute screamer against Malmo last week. What a fucking finish! Hit with the Ozil bounce and everything. Yeah,
He shinned it. He shinned it.
He did it on purpose. That's technique, man.
Oh, I see.
They all count the same.
I think I have two. I think Drogba versus, was it Spurs or Everton? I think it was Spurs or
Everton.
Was it Everton? Damn, I knew it. Love that goal, and then also Oscar against Juventus. I love that goal as well.
Never saw those two goals, so it has to be in the last 5 years.
For
you're
me-
missing out, bro. Drogba's prime goals. Ooh.
Well, I've seen compilations on them, but I can't say they're my favorite because I didn't see them live in game.
because then you're not in the moment and everything.
I'm not in the moment, and that brings so much more to it.
The Oscar Hoovy goal was like
Hasselbeck,
in the
man.
prime.
Hasselbeck used to
Hasselbeck.
put. Oh my word!
Oh, don't take my favorite goal. Don't say it. I hope you don't say it.
No,
Well,
the
my-
last
I'm
few
going.
years, I would say Kai winning the Champions League.
Yeah,
Mine was
throwback.
I don't know if you guys remember this. We were playing Man U and Hasselbank chested it and volleyed it right into the right hand corner.
Yeah, that's Ranier's first game.
And it was
We-
spinning
and we-
when he bounced it, when he hit it as
And
well.
then Flo, we were down 3-1, and then you guys don't remember Flo either. He was nice.
No, Torre Andre Fro, like before
Super
my
sub.
time, but I know him. Great player.
Super sub. Yeah.
Somebody put Asian goal versus Barcelona. Was sick goal though.
What about the Arsenal one?
For me, the best one was Lampard versus Barcelona when he chipped the goal.
Oh, from the byline.
that was
Crazy.
nasty. Yeah.
What about when Drogba used to play against Barca and he was back turned towards Puyol and he chipped it to the right hand side?
I'm gonna go Gianfranco Zola against Norwich in the FA Cup. Back flick.
Oh, is that
goal
from the right?
Oh yeah, I saw that complication.
in midair? He does a back flick.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go. What's it called? Cho versus Norwich last game. Really good goal.
You shameless. That's so
Were,
shameless.
were you the one who put together that Hazard Show compilation? Was that you?
Yeah. That's so shameless. Oh, yeah.
I got a quick question. Do we have 5 substitutes in this round, or is it next round they get a 5?
I don't think so.
I
I don't think it's 5 for this one. Or someone will let us know in the comment section.
I thought it was 5 for this whole competition. It's not.
Yeah, I
No,
thought it was
they-
for the
they
whole
was-
competition.
It was 3, and then they're going to 5. I don't know if it's this round or next round they go to 5. Because this round you go to 5, you could start with a stronger team and make 5
Yeah.
substitutes. If it's
Yeah.
3 substitutes, you have to start with a lesser team. So you only move 3 of them off.
It's not. Given our squad, it's not that much of a lesser team.
I agree.
Well,
That's
I
the
think
thing.
it is. If you drop from Chilwell to Alonso,
Oh, well, now you started off with the obvious. Come on.
Yeah, the weakest
or
position.
change to
I
Aspie.
mean, you start off with a chocolate cake to a piece of crap. That's what you've just done.
Well, you know, it's not a Baby Ruth.
Not Aspie, man. Aspie's fine.
How many people get that reference?
I mean,
Not even gonna pretend, but it's what it is.
Caddyshack, man.
I even sorry, just
Still don't get it.
Okay, well, they thought
Yeah.
it was poo in the pool. It was a Baby Ruth.
Oh,
it says
Oh,
candy bar.
okay.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Candy
Big up
bar.
Paul Ross saying Pogba robbed a decent player out of an academy. More obsessed with his hair. I don't want him at Chelsea. Next week will be rainbow colours. I wouldn't really focus too much on the hair because the ability's still there. But what do you mean by robbed a decent player out of an academy?
I don't know. Was he saying that?
Robin Loftus-Cheek.
No, I don't know.
Loftus Cheek.
Can I just ask, Paul Ross? Did you say that when we signed Kante?
Hmm.
You know, any other player? Hazard when we signed Hazard, Drogba when we signed them, Mendy. Were you worried about when we signed the goalkeepers?
No, I don't think he's saying that he's going to block academy prospects. He's saying you robbed a decent player out of an academy. I'm just not
Is he
sure.
talking about, who's he talking about? Is he no?
It might
is
be
he talking
Juve.
about-
It might be Man United.
Man United,
I
is he
don't
coming
know.
Here? Who would he
I'm
rob?
not too sure
If
of the
he's coming
context.
here,
Paul,
he
let
wouldn't
us
rob
know.
anyone.
Like, don't
Yeah,
have
let
to
us
be a
know, man.
super chat, but just let us know what you mean by that. I'm not too sure what you were
He
specifying
ain't
about.
hard working.
Fata said send your worst to table 57, which means he's at the oyster rooms in Fulham. So if any of you guys want to send him some peas or some
Too
milk
late. You're already
or
sitting
something
there.
like that, send it over.
I think he's
Pogba,
he's with money right now. I think, right?
Yeah, so that's why it's too late. The
Yeah,
rest are
yeah,
sitting
he's
at
with
the
Johnny.
table. It's fine.
Oysters.
Oh yeah, no, oysters ain't for
Oysters.
me.
Oysters. Fatter with oysters. Come on. Come on.
No, he's not eating oysters. The place is called Oyster Rooms.
All right, yeah. Sorry.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say.
Yeah, no, it's a Weatherspoon. Someone sent WKD to table 57. All right, cool. You're not trying to get drunk, so I appreciate that. We
You've
won't
got a
have to
long
carry
train
you
journey
home
back,
afterwards.
Fatter, man. You
I
don't
wonder
be
if Father
drinking
drinks
all
some
day.
sake. What's in sake?
Sake?
Sake, yeah.
It's a Japanese rice
Why?
wine.
Because he's Asian?
No, I just asked. I'm just wondering because it's one of those things that can really mess you up. It's Japanese
Vodka. It's
rice
Japanese
wine.
vodka.
Yeah.
Oh, I see it.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Oh, okay, yeah, I spelled it wrong. Might have to try that one out sometime.
Nasty thing.
Oh, he says he does drink sake.
What's the percentage on that?
Well, it depends, just like everything else.
Yeah.
What do you
Depends
mean?
on
Like,
the
they've got different volumes for the drink, or what?
No, it depends on the percentage of alcohol.
Alcohol
That's it.
percentage, yeah.
You gotta
Yeah,
do a
There's
sake.
vodka
You gotta do a-
60%. There's vodkas different kinds. I
So-
know
you
all
gotta do a
kinds of
sake-
vodkas.
You gotta do a sake bomb. You drop it into a Sapporo and chug it down.
Yes.
Switz Daniel says Tuchel wins us 2 Premier Leagues and an FA Cup. Does he leap Jose? I think
Yes.
1 Premier League he
Obviously.
probably leaps Jose. Because like the Champions League carries so much weight, especially
if he
doing
does
it.
it this season. Especially if he does it this season, because you're going
Oh.
back to back then.
Yeah,
It's like-
back-to-back Champions League and Premier League, or even
Yeah.
Champions Leagues. It's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
nah, for me, the debate's done at that point.
Yeah.
Although even one or the other, you can make an argument for either. But with Tuchel, and it all depends on how he leaves as well.
Would you say though it's also more impressive because while the squad is good now, the squads Jose had were arguably much better than what Tuchel's got overall.
Yeah,
Overall.
Well, that's in
Maybe
hindsight.
No, but I'm just no. We can still use hindsight because it happens. So.
Nah, because 04-05 was definitely the better squad. Definitely the better squad.
Well, even 14-15 was very good.
14-15 was very good. It's just the second half of the season was so underwhelming.
Oh yeah, that's when he went
takes away from
he went ultra conservative. Yeah.
That
Declared,
2-2
that is
draw
awesome.
against PSG, like that. That's one of the earliest memories I've had of being just absolutely pissed off coming out of a match because we did not play to our best.
That QPR game away when Fabregas hit the last minute winner. The 1-0.
The scenes, man.
Oh man,
QPR as well. That's close to where I'm at, and I fucking hate
God,
QPR fans. So
that
that was
goal
glorious. Big up Artem saying, "Big up boys. I think AC stays. Rudiger might be gone." Apparently Simon Johnson said they're not going to give him anything more than 140k a week. So if that's
I
the
don't
case,
believe that.
Can I answer some chat? Mike London 79k. Go read the book if you think vodka was invented in 1800s.
Huh?
Somebody posted saying that vodka was invented for accidentally as something like rubbing alcohol. What a no.
Vodka was an accident. Was used to scrub Rasputin's toenails.
Don't tell Paul Scholes that, for God's sake.
Hey! Somebody found a way to get it in.
Oh boy, can't be bothered.
Bonus points for me.
And is there any other final questions for our end of stream? Because we weren't going to go on for too long anyway.
Yeah, there's not much going on other than.
Yeah, no, I was only doing
Why?
this.
You posted the breaking news. Christensen is leaving.
I didn't say breaking news.
Everybody.
The stream.
Everybody.
Like, I'm not that clickbaity that I said breaking news. As
Like it was
Fanta
the
said,
end of the world. We have
if
4
Christensen
defenders
and
leaving the
Rudiger do
club.
leave, it is the end of the world. It is what it is. We need to restart the club. Vata says, Ayo, Rudiger looks so pissed in the team walk, probably because he's not getting the money that he wants. Big up Nippon in the chat saying, just hi. Big up yourself, bro. Johnny says, final question, who's got the minerals? You already fucking know. Danish Maldini.
John, you knew that was going to happen, bro.
Yeah, come on, bro. But yeah, we'll also big up minerals himself. But there we go. Big up yourself.
You see, he's not even giving a kiss. He looks like angry giving a kiss.
He always looks angry. That's what I like about him.
That's what I said.
It's just his expression, isn't it?
Mount.
No. Rudiger.
He's just like doing something else.
Oh yeah. Rudiger always looks pissed.
He has a little Russian blood in him.
Who else we had? Yeah, people ask if I'm going to be at the game. I will be at the game. I'm heading down like half an hour after I end the stream. If Mount gets an extension and AC doesn't get his, the club is a joke. Mount getting a second extension while these
got 3 years.
Still going.
Mount's got over 3 years left.
But they're already going to extend his contract already, and it's like
give him a pay
already going to be here,
Lewis,
and he's not
that's
going.
Normal practice, though. That's normal practice at this club. What's happened to these guys isn't normal practice. That's what I don't. That's what I'm.
I think. Mount is next phase for Chelsea.
Yet. Yes.
We just need to admit it that Mount is the next phase for Chelsea. And just get on with the life.
He will be put up there.
Mount is the next face of Chelsea. In fact, he's the present face of Chelsea. Like, let's be real about it. It is Mason Mount.
It is Mason Mount, and he's gonna be. By the way, he is really popular between Chelsea fans, like kids, the ones that actually buy stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So, do you mean like in sense of like captaincy or what?
Just
he's the next one.
He's going to be a future captain here.
I feel like if Declan Rice comes in, he's going to be our captain.
Future captain need a legend. He's going to be better than Lampard. He's going to be better than Lampard. Let's have it right. Let's have it right.
I thank you for your Mary Poppins impersonation there of an English person there, Chappie. I really do appreciate that.
Poor Ross saying, why they're going on a free? That's not normal.
And what's so embarrassing is my dad is English, but he does not use the accent, so I never got to pick it up.
All right there, sir. All right there, Gov. Yeah, how's it going? Yeah, a bit like that.
Yo, my dad is from Birmingham. Do they make fun? They make fun of the accents, right?
Oh yeah, the Birmingham accent gets mocked the most. It does. It's so peak.
Yeah,
But
but
yeah,
Liverpool.
we're going on a free because the contracts are going to expire at the end of the season. If you weren't already aware of that, bro.
Liverpool.
Johnny
No,
says Mount getting his contract. You love to see it. Man's the only player bodyguarded this morning. Let's have it right. Yeah, I remember you and Fata telling me he's the only one that came out with bodyguards. But
Johnny,
not
what'd you
really.
do to him?
Yeah,
They knew Johnny was going to be there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Johnny was there, like,
Knew the stalker was there.
You lot getting agitated on Mount extension.
I'm not getting agitated. I don't
You're getting
care.
agitated. You just said
Yeah,
who
not
you want.
agitated. It's just priorities. Like he's already got
sorry,
a
Fata,
contract for multiple
Fata,
years.
did
We
Johnny
don't need
tell
to
you
worry
write
about that now.
Did Johnny tell you
Well,
to write that, Fata?
I think it's. I think it's.
I mean, there's captions on it, so it might be Johnny's quote. Because he's
exactly,
with Johnny now.
It is. It's Johnny, yeah. Well done.
Fata
Nick. Well
probably
done.
went to the bathroom when Johnny got hold of Fata's phone.
Yeah, exactly.
Johnny will chat.
Hey,
the
just as long as it wasn't both of them in the bathroom. We're okay.
Pause.
Hey,
Move.
depends. I've seen multiple people go into the bathroom for certain other reasons. But I won't say why. Won't say why.
Yo, at the moment, yeah, I'm not the only one who feels like there's not going to be a title race. Like I feel like we're just gonna run away with
You're
it.
the only one.
Yeah.
Like no.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Like I feel like towards the end of the season, it's going to be like a 10 points gap.
No, I don't think so this year.
You don't think so?
I wish, bro. I wish.
Yeah, I wish
No,
as well.
no
Yeah,
chance.
man.
No chance.
Not with Man
Because
City and Liverpool about, especially if there's no AFCON.
Yeah,
No
if there's
chance.
AFCON, then it will happen. Because like Man City, I feel like they're focused on the Champions
People-
League. Right.
One more thing people forget: to play expensive, high rock and roll game in a team like Liverpool, they usually get the injuries at the December. That's when, like, the way high pressing, old intense game that club introduced to Liverpool, they always get injured during the winter season.
Yeah, think about it. Yeah, Liverpool getting injuries, it can happen.
Let's face it.
That is
Let's-
true.
let's-
They
let's
do
face it,
break
let's
down,
face it.
but
All
There's a
that needs to
huge
just gotta
possibility
see.
we could be
All that
like
needs to
10
happen to
points clear.
Liverpool. All that needs to happen to Liverpool. Let's face it. If Salah gets a long-term injury, they're done.
Exactly, that's what I'm
They're
saying.
done. That's done.
But Salah doesn't get long-term injuries.
No, that's what I'm saying. But
It
that's,
could
that's
happen,
the
though.
only way they're out.
I
of the
just
title race.
think
If he
we
gets a
need to
long-term
focus on
injury.
getting through that December patch. We
Looks
always
like we're getting a new striker.
But we have depth now. We have quality depth throughout the squad for the first time in years.
we not
Well, I'm not
yo,
really
we always slip up in
Nobody
December.
says who.
bro.
But we've
Nobody
never
says
Is it Broho
had
on
bad
return from
depth.
loan?
Have had good depth. Not until
Is it
now.
return- Is it return from
Yo.
Broho on loan?
Yo, Lewis, look at that comment, the weekly update. Do you believe it? Like the one where he
No,
says,
Mauro Cardi.
yeah, that one.
City and Liverpool have the ability to go on a 10-game winning streak. We don't have. We
Yeah,
are
we
more
do.
than capable
Yeah,
of
we
that.
do. Like, what are you saying, man?
We've
How do you
we've
know-
just gone through a run against the top 6 and we've only lost once. Like,
Do you know
we're
how you
more than
know-
capable of going on a 10-game
Do you
winning
know that?
streak.
You know, people always say that, but you know, how do you know we don't have the ability to go on a 10-game winning streak unless we go on a 10-game winning streak? So you can't say we don't have the ability unless we can go on and do it. So it's just guessing.
So nobody
You're
wants to talk
guessing that we
about
can't do it.
Cardi?
Icardi.
What?
We're linked with Cardi.
No, stop it, man.
Well,
Cardi B?
end
We
of
live
that.
with a Carty,
Yeah,
and that's me. That's my
So you
last
said
name.
Bacardi,
It's
that's
good.
right.
I'm going to
Is
Chelsea.
it
No,
Bacardi?
I'm joking.
It's Bacardi.
Oh, I thought you said Cardi B. Well, that
No, Mauro
anaconda.
Cardi.
You must be mad. I'm good.
No, that.
He said he's linked with
WAP.
Bacardi. Bacardi.
I thought
Nah.
a song of Chelsea is gonna be WAP.
Paul says, I think it will happen come January. They'll talk contracts. Yeah, one must be re-signed. I think Aspi will definitely get re-signed. Thiago Silva, I think it will be up to him. It'll be his decision. And out of Christensen and Rudiger, I think Christensen's a smart decision because he's younger and he's much more likely to stay for a longer period of time. Like, to me, I see him staying at Chelsea till his 30s. He hasn't made one attempt to try and leave Chelsea, despite barely breaking into the first team in the last 3 years. Now he's in the first team. He's not going anywhere.
But we
So-
all know if he does resign for 5 years, it's just going to be renegotiated. It should be renegotiated in free anyway, right? Because that's what it should happen, like an extension to the contract he's on. So really, it will say a 5 or 4 year deal. It's really only going to be 3 years before we start renegotiating again. So
Looks
Just
like
one of those.
Eric Ten Hag might be going to Newcastle.
Oh,
Ooh,
I thought he was
that's a
going
really
Barcelona.
good. That's a really
Just
good
in
one.
time for the Chelsea game. Yes.
Oh man.
You love
Well,
to see-
it
Actually,
says
no,
they're
to be
willing
honest,
to make him the third highest paid manager in the Premier League with a salary of 11 million per year.
Yeah, we
Wow.
go.
that would be good for
Wow.
them as well because he's a manager that can implement a philosophy on the side.
Yep.
Give him 2-3 years to build the squad that he wants. It's peak.
Yep. Not for us. I'm not worried
Oh
about
yeah, it's peak for the mid-table clubs. For us, we just get to throw hands with
Yeah,
Newcastle
for-
like that peak.
So Arsenal, Tottenham, peak.
Yeah, they're all in the mud, but long may they continue to be mudded. I'm all here
So
for it.
United.
Bro, I got to bounce. I got to get ready for work and eat breakfast.
Aye, light work. I can't lie. I was going to bounce.
By the
as
way,
well, but I need
Arsenal
to
is
get ready for the
4
game.
points below top 4.
Yeah, give him a month or two. It'll be
That's
10.
the closest they'll
Don't
ever
worry.
get, Alex. That's the closest they'll ever get. They won't get any closer than that. Trust me.
Right. Big up everyone that's locked in. Smash the like and subscribe button. We'll be back tomorrow for a review of the Chelsea-Southampton game. Take care. Up the Chelsea. All of that. Danish Maldini. And we'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care.
Call him
Bye.
hat-trick.
Up the
Call him
Chelsea.
hat-trick.
Road.